Is it recording? Oh, okay, it's recording, Okay, let's do this! How to solve for the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, the first thing you need to know about the Pythagorean theorem is that it only works for right triangles. The Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, is used to solve for either one of these sides. So in the right triangle, the longest side across from the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. The other two sides are called the legs. Each of these legs, it doesn't matter which one, are equal to a and b. So right here, this could be a or b, but for this example I'm just going to put a. And this leg is leg b. So say if you were given this right triangle and they give you sides like 3 and 4 and they ask you to solve for the hypotenuse. The first thing you need to do is plug in your equation. So 3 is a, so an a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. 3 would be a, so you substitute that in for a. 4 would be b, so you substitute that in for b, and that would be equal to c squared, this being your c. So then you simplify your equation. So 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, is equal to c squared. 16 plus 9 is 25, is equal to c squared. To get rid of c squared, you do the square root. So the square root of 25 is 5. So 5 is equal to c. So that would be your answer. Previously, we've learned to solve for the hypotenuse in a right triangle, which was the longest side. But now, in real-life terms, let's try to solve for a or b. So, in a right triangle, we should know that that is not b squared. That is not b squared. It's just a, b, and c. So, in a real-life example, if you're trying to find the distance between the base of a tree and a ladder, say right here, it makes a right triangle with the ladder. And there's the little 90-degree angle. And if this measure was, say, 6, and we're trying to solve for x, the distance between the base of the tree and the end of the ladder, and they give us the hypotenuse this time, which is 10. To solve for this, in the same way we would use a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. The 6 would be a squared, so we replace that, plus b squared, which is the x, that's what we're trying to solve for, is equal to c squared, which is 10 squared. Now, 6 squared is 36, plus b squared is equal to 100, because 10 squared is 100. And now, what we want to do is we have to get b by itself, and in order to do that, we have to subtract 36 on both sides to cancel them out. So this would be b squared is equal to 100 minus 36, which is, whoops, $64. So b squared is equal to 64. To get rid of a square, you do the square root. B is equal to the square root of 64, which is 8. Right? Yeah. Are you recording? Oh, well. It's called the hypotenuse. Did I spell that wrong? Are you recording?